Welcome to the TDC Today Show communities. My name is Sue Roscoff. The Disability Channel, or TDC, is out of Toronto, Ontario, Canada, showcasing abilities. TDC is committed to providing quality digital media production services, education, and employment programs by and for, oh my goodness, I have background going on here. Can you guys hang tight here while I adjust my sound? There we go. So sorry. TDC is committed to providing quality digital media production services, education, and employment programs by and for persons with disabilities and veterans. TDC offers digital media production, video production, post-production, social media, and podcast creation, production, and support. TDC offers education and employment programming, which includes digital media courses to persons with disabilities who are unemployed and underemployed. TDC also offers community partnerships. Through partnerships and sponsorships, community partners and organizations become ability champions by supporting media created by and for people with disabilities. We are your USA team here speaking about communities. We have a lot going on in our community this week, and I'm excited to bring in our guests tonight to share a bit about who they are and what's going on in their communities. And we do have some news coming up soon regarding Project Die Hard. So stay tuned for that. That's coming up in a little bit here. But first things first, I would love to go ahead and bring in our first guest tonight, the lovely Debbie Miller. So glad to have you joining us. How are you?
I'm great. This is the beginning of the burr months, and I'm not a big fan, but like you, I've got my jacket on, so it's all good. Um, so yes, I'm here. Yay.
I'm with you though, that I prefer the warm weather too. So yeah,
Yes.
I'm like on and off with the warmth and oh my goodness. But remind us who you are, what you do, and actually where you are. Where are you located?
Thank you. I am in Kansas City, Missouri. Go Chiefs. And
Packers all
go
the ways.
Packers. Go Packers, but go Chiefs as well. We're a divided family here in Kansas City, but we love both teams. So I'm with Legal Shield and ID Shield, and we help families and small businesses all over North America have access affordably to law firms so that with a punch of a button on your phone, you actually are talking to an attorney during business hours, arranging things, checking out documents, having documents written, letters written on your behalf, but also having your wills done and updated, or a trust written for your family to keep things safe and orderly. We also have awesome identity protection, and with tax season and voting season and now the holiday season, there are many types of Grinches out there looking for your information that's floating around. I know I've heard someone say that just maybe we should just not do Christmas shopping. And I'm like, yeah, that's not going to happen very much. It's just necessary to have other people watching information, helping you to just make better choices and make good decisions. And that's what Legal Shield and ID Shield is all about. And with it being affordable, literally both products for your family for less than probably $80 a month, there's not really, it doesn't really take rocket science to figure out that this is a great way to protect your whole family. So that's me here in Kansas City with a love for all things Wisconsin and the TDC world all over North America.
Excellent. Thank you so much, Debbie. So glad you're here. Next, I think we'll go ahead and bring in Mr. Alan Holmes, straight out of California. How are you doing tonight, sir?
Wow, wow, what a wonderful day. I'm glad I'm inside because the wind was blowing all weekend and I don't need to be blown away with all the wind that was going on. As my drill sergeant just said, you're bucko five, private, go ahead and okay, anyway, back to, I am at this thing called the Today Show, right? What a wonderful day I had. He started off with an amazing individual or individuals. Kurt Roscoff, Emily Gomer will be popping in a few minutes. I had an amazing guest today that talked about corporate credit. It's the mastery of connections. That's kind of what I do on Wednesdays, MC Holmes. But today I'm supporting the TDC. So the Today Show, the World of Abilities, the podcast, network with the World of Abilities with Emily Gomer and Kurt Roscoff. Let's see here, what else through the communities. We have a community called Community Pay It Forward, the J Storian, just so many communities that are constantly collaborating, connecting, networking what I do. The community I went in with by saying that there was a thing called Skylar Network, and as a master connector, get with Kurt Roscoff because he knows about that community, because it's all about collaborating. And where did it start? A place called HNP. Yo, go figure. 11 months has passed by. I am so ready for the holidays. I'm smelling the pumpkin latte. I will not start singing and doing anything. I don't want to hurt your audience's ear, but I want to say thank you for allowing me to be a part of this community, the Today Show, and just World of Abilities, Community Master Connector. Thank you so much, Sue, for allowing me. Debbie, love you. There's somebody making the wing. I think his name is Kurt. Is that you? Back to you, Sue.
He is. Kurt is in the wings. I think it's time for him to come on in and say a big hello. And I think we need to have you sharing a bit with us of where you were just before this. I'm not going to give it away. You go ahead.
All right. I'm going to call on my co-hosts here with admin privileges to allow a little screen sharing, because we're going to show a little bit of, Sue Roscoff Productions carefully curating content, for showing, skiing the dream. And we showed that to the Open Mind crew, and it was well received. We had 20 of us gathered, and it was very thunderous, how they received this, photo and video and carefully placed text. And, it was something where the visuals did it all. And with the videos, we had some audio. So this is about skiing the dream, folks, on the Open Mind, and showing me in my rare fashions here the history of water skiing. Check it out. For those that are in the Zoom session producing the show, I dropped the link in there, Alan and Debbie, that you have great responsibility to share that out to as many people around the world as you can. It shows the clown here in water skiing. That's not me, but it does fit apropos for me, because I started my water ski career in show skiing as a clown, a painted face clown. And it shows all the water skiing disciplines, 3 event, which is slalom, jump, and tricks. You got barefoot, show skiing, which basically brings in for the audience every type of skiing we can throw in there. It's like a skiing salad. Show skiing, freestyle jumping, ski racing. I've never done ski racing, but I must report in my 46 years of water skiing, I think I made it up to 45 miles an hour with barefoot water skiing. So in adaptive water skiing, we got a little thing here, small town, big deal. So with the show here being about communities, that was a little bit about the world's largest water ski tournament held in a small town in Wisconsin. And there's a human pyramid wall there, a YouTube video. You're seeing another human pyramid walls. You got squirrels skiing, adaptive skiing resources here. Look at that. So we are making water skiing a signature thing here at the Disability Channel, adaptive water skiing, getting people with disabilities water skiing. There's yours truly being interviewed by Fox 6, and our daughter, Alana, was also interviewed handful of years ago. And here is a line of adaptive water skiing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 sets of adaptive ski squads out there behind one boat. And then here's a little clip on, another station here in Milwaukee for our adaptive water skiing in Pewaukee, Wisconsin, west of Milwaukee. Sue put together a little collage of show skiing as it's experienced by our Pewaukee Gators, west of Milwaukee, Wisconsin. And then here's our daughter living the dream at Tommy Bartlett's with the bench that says "Living the Dream." And there you have Sue and me in a line of skiers there, and Sue was up on my shoulders before, but we're going into the approach to get what they call the payoff, where we're skiing into the audience. So Sue is in front of me on my skis, both of us sharing a pair of skis. Look at that. And there's my daughter and I, kind of having a little banter. And, so people are learning from the two of us about water skiing. There's Sue and me doing backwards water skiing on trick skis. So there you go. Yeah, our crew that was presented on Zoom with a crew of 20 of us in that huddle. So I want to segue into something that, I have great responsibility in being on this episode today. I went into that open mind session with everything water skiing, and prior to that was everything television production with ours truly, Jay Stoyan, the founder of the Disability Channel. The world can be proud of what Jay Stoyan is doing, coming out of the gates, giving all of his abilities in the world of television to the world like nobody has ever seen before. Jay has in the can to go ahead and have the honor of interviewing Prince Harry. So, what we're doing in North America is capturing international attention through the Invictus Games, where our injured and wounded servicemen and women will be competing in sports in Whistler, Canada. And, we are working with a gentleman by the name of Richie Honori, who is a world-class drummer. And this whole group brings us Ballroom Blitz. So we are providing for our audience of the Disability Channel a challenge to go ahead and do the Ballroom Blitz challenge. So go ahead on TikTok and Google it Google it to get the Ballroom Blitz challenge. But the idea is you take that song Ballroom Blitz and give us at the Disability Channel your clip of doing the Ballroom Blitz. And you can dress up in, kind of the garb of the times of the Ballroom Blitz. And you'll get the idea when you Google some videos and some photos of the Ballroom Blitz challenge. And so we're talking on a community level. We're going to add on to this LA to Toronto connection with Richie out there in LA. And we're talking to people in Hollywood, people who have a deep history in a lot of the famous things that we have experienced over the decades. So this is the birth of a movement, folks. We just got the election results in, and it's with divided reactions all across the country. But we're going to unite our country. We're going to connect it in North America fashion, like Debbie said, and we're going to be strong across the US and Canadian border. And we're going to have Canadians and Americans building a future of unity, peace, and freedom. And we're excited about our partner. We're talking about an event coming up on Sunday, but I first want to mention how excited we are to bring the Unity, Peace, and Freedom Music Festival to Southern Illinois, McCanda, Illinois, where there's a 20-acre property where we're going to have Hopestock with the Unity, Peace, and Freedom Music Festival. And we're going to be having a signature point in history. Americans with disabilities and veterans and everybody is going to come together and party and celebrate being human. And we're going to do it in a fashion where veterans and Americans with disabilities are going to win like never, ever before. The world has never seen this. This is something that is going into the books on anthropology. 2025 will be taught for decades to come, centuries to come, on what happened July 26, 2025. I'm in conversations that are beyond your wildest dreams. And it's apropos that we team up here at the Disability Channel with Live Creatively Inc. with our resident diva, Denise Vargas, who encourages us to dream every day and visualize always. So now I'm going to bring this into solemn moment. Prayerful, meditative, introspective, self-examination as we are honored by Woodlawn Church. Sue, take it away. What is happening from Woodlawn Church?
Excellent. I'm actually going to share so you can see yourself. Here we go. So Project Die Hard. This is their Facebook page, so you're able to go and find Project Die Hard on Facebook, follow, and you'll get all of the latest and greatest news. But check this out. It says right down there, don't miss out. RSVP today to join us on November 10th. That's this coming Sunday at the church at Woodlawn for a night of inspiration and hope. Together we can make a difference in saving the lives of our veterans. Text PDH to the phone number on the screen there, 270-479-0629. The number again, 270-479-0629. You're texting PDH to that number to save your seat. And you're able to reach out if you have questions, emailing at contact@projectdiehard.org. One thing that you can know, though, with this event is at 6:00 p.m. Central on this coming Sunday, and it will be live streamed. If you're able to be there in person, you can't beat that, but it will be live streamed. So you will be able to see it here on this Facebook page. You'll be able to see it on the YouTube channel. So if you go on YouTube and search out Project Die Hard, you will find them. You always look for the logo. Look for that logo with the soldier and the number 22 at the bottom. You can't miss it. It's there. So this is at Woodlawn Church in Paducah, Kentucky. The address is right here, 3402 Benton Road in Paducah, Kentucky. So please, this is a huge, huge thing. You can see right on here, it says here the testimony of our founder. So Brian Gibson is the guy who started the organization. He will be sharing his testimony of what all has happened in his lifetime, how God saved him from the demons of alcohol and suicide. Learn about what is Forward Operating Base Rush, what's going on site there in Makanda, Illinois, and then also meeting Chaplain Dave. So recently, Project Die Hard was blessed to have Dave joining in as our chaplain. He is a wonderful gentleman that you all need to get to know because he's a really, really, really wonderful guy. There's going to be a lot going on that day at this location that I can't even tell you how many good things you're going to hear, what you're all going to learn about. It is going to be worth your time. So please tune in. And if you're hearing this after the event, guess what? It's being live streamed, which means you can still go back on this Facebook page, or you can go back on YouTube and find the event and still get to hear all the things. It'll be a great way to share out what Project Die Hard is, what they're doing, what's going on. I'm honored to say I am an ambassador with the organization, and Kurt is as well. So with all the things going on, that is massive. Kurt, anything else you wanted to add to that?
Yeah, what I want to add is I left the group with the open mind to really push this idea of having an open mind to our limits. You know, I had fun a couple decades ago coming up with a concept of brain real estate. And what brain real estate is about, like at HMP where we network and we meet like Alan Holmes and Denise Vargas and, Debbie Miller. And, I kind of look at it like, that's the, you know, the uplift to our professional and business and work, whatever we're doing, it's all going to advance because of connecting to these other brains. So that becomes the appreciation, the gratitude, be able to exchange our brain with their brain and almost like in Star Trek fashion, doing like a mind meld, but we had a group of 20 on this open mind call, and I really was speaking to them in all earnestness to say, take what we are doing here, and I'll say at the Disability Channel on this huddle, to, leave from here, with the belief and the commitment and, really take on the honor of opening up doors for another person and to make that a mantra all day long, every day of your waking life. Open up doors, whoever it is, whatever demographic. It's another person of the 8 billion people on the planet. Let's do that. The Disability Channel has been doing that ever since Jay Stoyan had the idea to do this thing, since he was doing social media before he came up with the name The Disability Channel, because he just knew, as pressed on his heart, that it was time to share his story, just like we're talking about Brian sharing his story. It's the power of one. We share our story and it ignites others. And in what we do, there's always something, 100% of the time. There's always something we can do for another. I know when I'm with Alan, every moment Alan and I spend, I can do something for Alan. And I know every moment we're together, Alan can do something for me. That's what discernment is about. Coming together and figuring out, why are we together right now? Why are you listening to the Disability Channel right now? Why are you watching this? There are no mistakes. You are watching this for a reason. This is the birth of a movement. You're part of a movement. It is your great responsibility to take this movement to another human being. And I ask you, please do. Back to you, Sue.
Awesome. That says it all. We were speaking earlier actually with actually another program that we were on. We were talking about the concept of community and Diva's famous word of family, where friends become family, and all the things that the communities that we are connected with mean to us. And that's where the Today Show communities here, that is exactly what we're all about, and how community shapes us, how we can give to our communities, how we can participate in them. And there are so many exciting things happening right now. Oh my gosh. I am going to take actually a final lap around the room here with you guys. Final thoughts that you guys have with all that's going on. Where are you at? What are your final thoughts that you would like to actually share out with this community? Ellen, I'll go ahead and start with you.
My final thought is, first of all, I love the amazing mantra of a sermon Mr. Kurt Roskoff did. Thank you, brother, from another. Community is so much more than just one or two. They say it takes a village to build and raise a child or a family or family. I apologize, Ms. Denise, looking for those who are listening around the world globe. I am so honored to have started my journey 4 years ago on Facebook, to then HNP, to then to talk to Kurt, to learn about the MC homes, to the community, and just continuous community growth. Each one has had this amazing gift to change the world and start with somewhere in the middle and then meet someone around the world to hold each other. And Project Die Hard, I am definitely going to streamline, because Veterans Day is Monday. So kiss a veteran, love a veteran, support a veteran, and be honored that this great country has come together in unity, peace, and love and support. This is your Master Connector saying, I love you and thank you for allowing me, who are listening around the world. Community is the essence of business, and we are the connection to the bridge to making it happen. Got to shake it up every once in a while. Thank you. Thank you from the bottom of my heart for allowing me to party. Back to you, Sue, because I know there's somewhere along the globe of the world, Emily Gomer is serving your information. Back to you.
Excellent. Yeah, actually, Emily, I will pass the baton your way next.
I'd like to thank everybody for joining us tonight and tuning in. But to add to all of the exciting things that are going on, we just just a little bit, a few hours ago, we are starting a new show that's going to be part of the World of Ability Network. called World of Wealth with Ben Rusk. So so I believe it's gonna be like the first Wednesday of the month. So stay tuned for more details on that. So over to you, Kurt.
All right, I'm going to add a little signature onto this announcement of the show. It is indeed World of Wealth. We have World of Ability, World of Nutrition, World of Pets, World of Wealth. But there's a signature element with the World of Wealth show, and it's wow, World of Wealth with Ben Rusk. So here we go. So I'm gonna add some wordage, some Kurtisms here, but we're just playing with words here, maybe a little punny and whatever. But I want to use the word belong and belonging and be longing, like yearning, longing. What is it you're yearning to do? What is it you're longing to do? What is it that you're willing to do long suffering to accomplish? Because Sue and I can tell you that in the last decade, we've done some long suffering, to get through to this point that we're at now, and the doors are opening. Like it's amazing. Like we're getting a tour of every home in the world. There's so many doors opening. And, to me, that's key. With a lot of the stories I tell, that's a threadbare through every story. It's about one human telling another human that other human belongs with them. Emily belongs here. Alan belongs here. Sue belongs here. I belong here. Debbie Miller always belongs here. Our happy neighborhood family always belongs. We've used the theme song at Cheers, where everybody knows your name. The Unity, Peace, and Freedom Music Festival is where Woodstock, meets We Are the World. We are the world of ability. We are the world of women. We are the world of wealth. We are the world of whatever it is that human wants to do. We are the world with that person. And so that's that part of opening doors for another person, is that when they go through that door, your hand, your gesture, your body language, your communication is bringing them through that threshold, that they get this thrust, this gentle lightning sensation. Like, wow, I belong. How many people can you go out there and make that happen? That, to me, there's been adages in the past where I was taught, he who has the most toys win. Well, you know what? That's great. Not going to denounce it or anything. Yeah, that's kind of cool to come up with a lot of toys. I love to play. Mariana Waikiki says, go out and play. Yeah, hooray, go out and play. But we're going to add to this Ballroom Blitz Challenge to get that energy going and to get that groove going, like with the A-Team. I don't know how many people out there know the TV show The A-Team. They always said, there's the jazz. He's in the jazz, but it's like drinking the Kool-Aid, some people say, for it to be fun, like, almost like it's weird how they stick together, like they're drinking some Kool-Aid, so the idea is that's the challenge. How many people yet today, tomorrow, and ongoing that you can give that feeling of belonging? I've said many times since Sue curated the last, majestic presentation I've been using for over a year, of it ends with, Sue put it on there at the end of, make your business for everybody and improve your bottom line. And the idea is that spurred a question I would ask in networking groups. Who or what have you done today? What are you doing now during the TDC Today community show? And what are you doing later with a professional with a disability? And it all comes back to belonging. We want everybody to belong in faith spaces, volunteer spaces, educational spaces, civic space, workplaces, and every fun thing there is to do. When you say we are, working to live, what is living it? What is living the dream? Let's be that Make-A-Wish Foundation for everybody and help everybody belong to your thing. Back to you, Sue.
What a night this has been. There's so much at our fingertips. This concept of community and that unity within community that takes us in so many good directions. Peace, unity, and freedom. We just had an election here in the United States yesterday, and somebody wins and somebody doesn't. That does not necessarily create instant unity, does it? It actually goes the opposite for a while here. But truly bringing it together and being united as a community, because that's what we are. We're all here trying to do good things. We're all here together for a reason. There are so many good things, like we're saying, at our fingertips. With, like I said, with Project Die Hard, the big event coming up on Sunday, with all the things that Kurt was just talking about, with with so many good things coming down the road here in the very near future. Stay tuned, come back and join us, find out more as things are developing quite quickly right now. Be sure to stay tuned in to all the good things that this community is bringing forward. I'm excited. I hope you are too.